I am Carmen Romeo, president of Fascia's Chocolates in Waterbury, Connecticut. It started in 1964 by my father and mother-in-law, John and Helen Fascia, in the basement of their home on Norton Street. I married their oldest daughter, Louise. 3 generations later, Fascia's Chocolates has developed a loyal following and great reputation throughout the Northeast. Ours is quite a story.
In the early 1960s, things were tough. With only 1 bathroom, 1 car, and 4 ladies in the house, we needed extra money. So instead of getting a second job, I decided to do my own thing.
John began selling roasted nuts to his co-workers at the Bristol Company, where he worked as an electronics technician. One day, we decided to cover the nuts in chocolate.
What a great idea! Everybody loves chocolate.
And so, Fascia's Chocolates was born.
We learned about the chocolate-making process and bought a machine to melt the chocolate.
We began making lollipops and then chocolate bars.
Things started to snowball as the business grew. But trying to run a household with 3 daughters, a husband working by day, and making chocolate at night and on weekends wasn't easy, believe me.
But we really loved doing it and kept at it.
And as soon as they were old enough, all 3 daughters started helping out.
To us, it was normal growing up with the chocolate shop in the house. More and more people started coming as word of our family business spread. Customers would knock on the door, and we'd take them downstairs to buy their chocolate, chat for a bit, and they'd go on their way.
We even had an old-fashioned cash register.
Oh, yeah.
Our friends loved coming over. They thought it was so cool to have all the chocolate we could ever want right at home. But it wasn't always fun.
I remember waking up on snowy days when there was no school and hearing the chocolate machines humming, knowing we'd have to work before going out to play.
Oh, yeah. But even though we all had to work before playing with friends or taking part in after-school activities, I can't imagine life without the chocolate business.
By 1978, we expanded our product line to include caramels, toffee, creams, and boxed assortments. But with so many people coming to the house, we decided it was time to open a retail store.
And that's what we did. 600 square feet on Meriden Road. But there still wasn't enough room to make all the chocolate, so we continued making most of it at home.
It took 21 years for Fascia's Chocolates to become profitable enough to support the family. By 1985, John was able to quit his factory job and make chocolate full-time. They relocated the entire operation to Wolcott Street with an expanded storefront and production line. In 1990, Fascia's moved again to an even bigger location on Industry Lane, where the business continued to grow for the next 18 years.
So there we were in the spring of 2008. John and I were still working. Second daughter Lynn was now president with a 2-year-old at home. Louise and Lori pitched in when they could, having young families of their own. We started thinking about selling the business or hiring somebody to run it, when suddenly we were thrown a huge curveball.
We were notified that our building had been sold and got a 60-day notice to move out.
With so little time, we scrambled to find another place and ended up settling for an industrial park location on Thomaston Avenue with less than half the space, no street exposure, no handicapped access. Oh boy.
We even had to go outside the family for a while and wholesale our chocolates throughout florists we knew to keep the business going.
As all that was going on, I was running a manufacturing company in Torrington that, coincidentally, had decided to relocate to the Midwest. Well, I didn't want to move, and neither did Louise. I thought, well, maybe it was time I got into chocolate.
Heck no, I said. Actually, I used different words. I knew what it was like with my mom and dad working together every day.
I had to convince Louise that giving up a good paying job with a bright future to start all over was a good idea. I knew I could help her parents who were now getting older, and she finally agreed. So at age 44, I became an engineer turned chocolatier, using my business experience to grow Fascia's enough for all of us who live on it.
On Thomaston Avenue, our biggest challenge was a lack of room to operate and grow. But as luck would have it, the company next door moved out, so we took over their space.
We set aside a tiny area to bring in small groups for chocolate classes and birthday parties. The feedback was so incredible, we knew we were onto something and decided that we would make Fascia's into a chocolate destination, unlike any other in our industry. We created that chocolate destination here on Chase River Road, where visitors can not only buy their favorite confections, but experience their chocolate too. Chocolate making is an art and a science. I am a student of chocolate and I love telling people all about it. We stage events that are fun and educational, featuring hands-on chocolate making. We also host chocolate painting and birthday parties and make presentations to school groups, from kindergarten through high school, college students, corporate professionals, plus special needs and senior groups. In addition, the Naugatuck Railroad stops at Fascia's on scenic excursions, and we also host events like our Chocolate Decadence tours, which are fun-filled chocolate and wine pairings, and just about everyone is a sellout. Fascia's Chocolates has welcomed tens of thousands of visitors from all over the country. Being named top chocolate shop in Connecticut by Food Magazine a few years ago helped us get there. We're a noteworthy attraction on TripAdvisor and other sites, earning outstanding online reviews. Our location of nearly 19,000 square feet gives us plenty of room for future expansion. It's a far cry from John and Helen's basement on Norton Street, where it all began.
The future looks bright. We are proud that a third generation has joined the business. Our son Matt manages wholesale distribution, sales, and marketing.
My earliest memories at Fascia's Chocolates go back to when I was just a little kid, sitting in my grandfather's office, drawing and playing at a desk across from you.
I remember that.
As I got older, I spent a lot of time in the factory with him, learning the tricks of the trade. Making batches of caramels together are some of my favorite memories. I recently joined the business in a full-time role after earning my degree. I could always see the potential for Fascia's, and I knew I could have a real impact on its future growth. I'm happy to say that I still share an office with my grandfather, although these days I'm the one that's working. Talk about coming full circle.
Thank you, Matt.
Since its humble beginnings, Fascia's has been passionate about making the most delicious chocolate confections you can buy. People often ask me, "What's your secret?" And I'm happy to tell them, it's simple. We do things the old-fashioned way.
I really respect my dad for not trying to change or modernize the methods my grandfather taught us. After all, that's what makes our products so great.
Today, we make over 100 varieties of chocolates in small batches, using the highest quality ingredients and time-honored traditions, like hand-stirring our chocolate in copper kettles and cooling it on marble slabs, still using some of the same equipment we used in our basement. In fact, the machine that makes our cream centers is almost 100 years old.
We create custom molded chocolates and personalized products that leave a lasting impression. We also make authentic Italian gelato and a variety of baked goods.
Although our methods may seem quaint, we feel they are essential to creating an exceptional product. Hey, why mess with perfection?
What's on the horizon for Fascia's Chocolates? Availability in more locations, expanding our manufacturing capabilities, building the wholesale, corporate, and gift-giving services, hosting more events, and helping more nonprofits with their fundraising efforts.
I never imagined that a small chocolate shop we started in our basement would become a thriving family business more than 60 years later. But it goes to show you what you can achieve through hard work, perseverance, and love of family and chocolate.
John and I are so proud of our wonderful family and our incredible employees. We are grateful to the thousands of loyal customers who come to Fascia's Chocolates year after year.
So the next time that chocolate craving grabs hold, or you're looking for that perfect gift for the chocolate lover in your life, or you want to leave a lasting impression at any event, think of Fascia's Chocolates, our rich history, our time-honored traditions, and our loving family, dedicated to creating the chocolate dream every day.